Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, seeing us again with me, Fitria Noor Fatima, and my friend Kania Prisiwi Putri. Okay, this day we will explain about sentences and the types of sentences to fulfill the English syntax assignment 9. Okay, let's start it begin. The first thing that I'm going to explain is about definition of sentence. A sentence is the largest unit of any language. In English, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, or a question mark, or an exclamation mark. The sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a truth idea by giving a statement or order, or asking a question or exclaiming. Now we will drop the examples of the sentence. The first is statement. Ketika seseorang memberikan statementnya, pendapatnya. Contohnya, he is a good boy, bahwa dia itu cowok yang baik. Yang kedua, it's about question. Ketika seseorang itu bertanya. Contohnya yaitu, is he a good boy? Seperti itu. Kemudian yang ketiga, about exclaiming. Ketika seseorang itu berseru, what a nice Wira. Seperti itu. Ideally, a sentence requires at least one subject and one verb. Sometimes the subject of a sentence can be hidden, but the verb must be visible and present in the sentence. Verb is called the heart of a sentence. For the example is, do it. In this sentence, a subject you is hidden, but verb do is visible. According to Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary and Thesaurus, a sentence is a group of words usually containing a verb that expresses a thought in the form of statement, question, instruction, or exclamation, and starts with a capital letter when written. Next is the types of sentences. Jadi, tipe sentence itu dibagi menjadi dua. Yang pertama dilihat dari strukturalnya, yang kedua itu fungsionalnya. Nah, sekarang kita akan bahas strukturalnya. Jadi, tipe sentence struktural itu dibagi lagi menjadi 4. Ada simple sentence, kemudian ada compound, ada complex, dan juga ada compound complex sentence. Nah, types of sentences dilihat dari strukturalnya will be present by Mbak Kania.
There is some types of sentence. The first is simple sentence. A simple sentence must have a single clause or a single verb which is independent and it cannot take another clause. For example, I always want to become a writer. This sentence is one clause and one verb. The second is compound sentence. A compound sentence must have more than one independent clause with no dependent clauses. Some specific conjunction, punctuation, or both are used to join together these clauses. For example, I always want to become a writer and she wants to become a doctor. 2 independent clause and 2 verb. The third is complex sentence. A complex sentence also have more than one clause, but of one them must be an independent clause and the other must be dependent clauses. There are also some particular connectors for the clauses of a complex sentence to be connected. For example, I know that you always wanted to be a writer. Here, a dependent clause is followed by a connector and an independent clause. The other way around is also possible. The fourth is compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence is a mixture of the features of compound and complex sentence in one sentence. So it must contain at least two independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. For example, I know that you always want to become a writer, but I always want to become a doctor. Here, one dependent clause is followed by a complex connector and two independent clauses with a compound conjunction between them.
Nah, ini tipe sentence yang kedua dilihat dari fungsionalnya. Itu ada 4 juga. Yang pertama deklaratif, kemudian ada imperatif, kemudian ada interrogatif, dan yang terakhir exclamatory sentence. The first is declarative sentence. Declarative sentence simply expresses an opinion or feeling or makes a statement or describes things. In other words, it declares something. This type of sentences ends with a period. Nah, contohnya, I wanna be a good cricketer. Itu pernyataan. Nah, kalau contoh dari feeling, I am very happy today. Seperti itu. Yang kedua yaitu imperative sentence atau kalimat perintah. We use an imperative sentence to make a request or to give a command. Imperative sentences usually end with a period, but under certain circumstances, it can end with a note of exclamation. Contohnya, please sit down and I need you to sit down now. Oke. Yang ketiga itu interrogative atau kalimat tanya. An interrogative sentence asks a question. Interrogative sentences must end with a note of interrogation. Contohnya, when are you going to submit your assignment? Do you know him? Nah, yang terakhir, exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses overflow of emotions. These emotions can be of happiness, wonder, sorrow, anger, and etc. Jadi exclamatory sentence itu kalimat ketika seseorang itu mengekspresikan apa yang dirasa. Contohnya, what a day is was, or I can't believe he will do that. Nah, okay, we think enough for this video. We hope you can capture this material clearly. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.